Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Boku no Hero Academia manga chapter 199. We're incredibly close to finally hitting chapter 200, which is pretty crazy. And sorry, I'm recording first thing in the morning, which means my computer's doing this stupid thing that it does when I record first thing in the morning. So either way, let's read this chapter, see what's going on. It looks like we're starting off with a flashback to Hawks and Tokiyami during Tokiyami's internship, which should still be going on. I don't really get how all this is working, but I'm assuming it's still going on as normal. And I wonder if Izuku will ever return and just work with Centipede. I don't know, since he's on hiatus right now. Either way, I'm telling you, you guys are too slow, says Hawks. For better or worse, this man resolves everything by himself. The man who's too fast for his own good, Hawks. Chapter 199, Impromptu New Move Operation. Oh yeah, and I'm super excited because we're going to get to see Tokiyami against Kurohito some more. We're going to get to see Momo versus Kendo. And I'm just really excited for the development of these Class B characters. Sorry about the jump cut. I just spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out what was up and try to get that fan to shut up, and it seems like it worked for the moment, but I don't know how long it'll work. Like I said, when I record first things in the morning, it usually does that, so I guess my computer's updating something and that's the deal. But either way, let's continue reading. I just read the first panel and I was like, okay, I need to figure something out. So we got chapter 199, Impromptu New Move Operation. Apparently when he contacted me, it was the first time he'd actually participated in the sports festival and nominated someone. Apparently, one of the patrons at a bar in Cantina is out of control. So I'm headed there next. I'll leave all the aftermath here to you guys. Thanks in advance. And we have Tokiyami and two others. We sidekicks are generally just in charge of all the cleanup work. Hawk's just too fast to keep up with after all. He's wheezing. So, that's why this way of doing things is the most efficient for us. If he slowed himself down to match our pace, and that resulted in more widespread damage and casualties, we'd never hear the end of it. During my experience, I devoted myself simply chasing after him, and the whole time as he dealt with various incidents and accidents, I would handle the cleanup. And, in the midst of all that, my doubts started to surface. Alright, now we have a translator page. Alright. Why did such a man choose to invite me? Because we're both birds, he says, like showing off a feather. Are you joking? No, I'm 20% serious. 50% of it was because I wanted to talk with someone from Class 1A. I'm gonna finalize all the media interview dates, okay? About those little punks who attacked you guys, calling themselves a League of Villains. Tokiyami just looks at him. And, well, I figured if I had to pick one of you, it would actually be one who I thought could actually keep up with me. Someone with a lot of promise. So I figured, why not that Birdman from the top 3? He looks good. And, as I filled him in on the details of the USJ attack, I felt all this frustration boiling up inside of me. I'm not your carrier pigeon, I thought. And so, the week-long workplace experience session ended without me learning a single thing. Only a week. How was Kyushu? Nothing special. Oh, that was his original time with him. Okay, I get it. And then came the internships. He decided to take me in again. A lot had been going on at UA as well. You probably just want me to fill you in on the latest happenings, right, Hawks? Okay. Do not look down on me, number 3, nay, number 2 hero. And we see him now with the black Ankh. He's able to try to keep up. Tsukiyomi's really going all out, says the one guy in the bird mask. Yeah, and he's got plenty of room for growth. Oh, says Hawks. Nice work today. Hey, Tokiyami, come here. I'll treat you to a little night flight. And he picks him up and starts flying off. Hawks, we've become one with the wind. Is this your first time flying? By the way, the other 30% was because looking at you made me think, man, Tokiyami's wasting a lot of his potential. You see, the sky is a great place. You can get a bird's eye view of everything. Oh my gosh, is Tokiyami gonna learn to fly? Wings of darkness? I'm not especially interested in nurturing the next generation or anything, but what do you mean when you say I'm wasting my potential? Says Tokiyami. It's great that you're putting in effort to cover your weak points, like short distance combat, but you shouldn't neglect improving on your strong points either. You're capable of moving much more freely. Look, take it from a fellow bird. And he says, if you've got wings, you should stretch them out and fly. There's no need for you to be confined to the ground, he says. Black fallen angel. I like the sounds of that. Let's see it. I don't know, I kind of like Wings of Darkness. He's moving through the shadows. He's charging at us a second time. Now that's unexpected, says Aoyama. I can't believe he's going to try and do the same thing as the first skirmish, says Ojiro watching on. It's the opposite of strategy. Or the opposite of the opposite strategy, says Todoroki. With all the industrial piping in this area, it's impossible to ascertain my location. Tokiyami, are you alright? Says Hagakure. Yes. Fumikage Tokiyami. I shall bore straight through you. His target is me, his natural enemy. I bet that's what you're thinking. Isn't it, Class A? And Kodoito smiles. I've been setting up this mental trap since before the match even began. Okay, so he's been acting like that to goad Tokiyami into thinking he was his only target. Scheming hero, Vanta Black. And he grabs Aoyama's cape. This is my way of doing things. You must re-examine yourself drastically. Poor Shiozaki. Class B keeps disappointing her in their morals. What? And Aoyama looks back. Same with Momo and Tokiyami. Wow. And it looks like he gets thrown or dragged via his cape. Oh yeah, he's getting dragged via his cape. He's gonna try to drag him through the shadows back to the jail. Help! I've got my speed, and this complex narrow stage. I've got my speed in this complex narrow stage, and since the umbilical cord that connects Dark Shadow to Tokiyami gets in the way, it's hard for them to move around. In other words, Class A has no means of catching up to me. Is that what you were thinking? Dark Shadow, Black Fallen Angel. Okay, and he's using Wings of Darkness. And it looks like Dark Shadow is actually wearing his cloak. Okay then. He's flying! And we have our reactions from Awase, Setsuna, and Kamakiri. Is his name Kamakiri, I think? I don't know. Something like that. Dark Shadow is always floating, and it's possible for him to move around while carrying me. Darkness is Dark Shadow's nourishment, so I wrap him in my cape, and by opening his hands, his freedom of mobility increases. Then he just wraps me up in his arms. Go for it, Dark Shadow. Less cool than Wings of Darkness, but still. You shouldn't neglect improving on your strong points either. My thanks, Hawks. So that's, says Kurohito, and then Tokiyami grabs onto Aoyama. Now, I can climb even higher. Looks like Plan A's a failure, says Kurohito, and then Momo looks on. Aoyama, use your naval buffet. Tokiyami, keep flying around freely. We just have to change the shapes of the shadows. Oh, that's actually a good plan, says Aoyama. Dark Shadow, cover yourself with my cape. You got it. And then he changes the shadows by firing the naval laser in all directions. Because if they change the shape of the shadows, they can basically prevent his escape. Like, cut him completely off from going back to his team. Okay? The shadows keep moving. At this rate, Kurohito gets knocked out. There he is. Hagakure. Alrighty, I'm gonna capture you, she says, running towards him. Even the most unexpected circumstances are within my expectations. We see Aizawa looking on. And then a mushroom grows on Momo's nose. As I thought. If everything starts lighting up, that means Kurohito failed. Oofufu, oofufu, says Kinoko. Plan B. Kendo is still one step ahead. I'll cover you in mushrooms, shroom shroom. The Mushroom Girl. Chapter 199 in. I wonder if there's more to this. So we see Kinako's eyes for the first time. So I wonder if everything she touches turns to mushrooms, if everything she sees turns to mushrooms, or if she lets out spores into the air that cause the mushrooms. 3 different options for how I think this quirk could work. Because whatever happened, it worked on Momo. And I wonder what happens if she does cover them in mushrooms. Like, what do the mushrooms actually do? Or are they just an annoyance? Either way, now we have Kinako jump again. I like that we're getting to see all of these fights played out. And I'm really hoping after we see this fight played out, we get to see the next 2. Because I really want to see what Bakugo's team and what Todoroki's team can do. And to learn more about the Class B characters, of course. So that seemed a little bit shorter than usual, but either way, that was really, really fun. So we got to see Tokoyami learn to fly, even though it's a lot less cool than what it sounds like. His design is cool too, without the cape, his hero suit and all. Anything else that I'm forgetting here? I wonder if his suit, I forget all of who Horikoshi said their suits were made by the same person. I know, I think Aoyama and Ida were the same person, since they're both suits of armor, probably. I know for certain Uraraka and Bakugo, their suits were made by the same person, and the same is true of Kaminari and Jiro, because their costumes are kind of similar. I forget who else he said, though. I'm wondering... Oh yeah, and Todoroki and Izuku's were the same person, but I'm wondering if that person was also the one that did Tokoyami's, because his looks kind of similar to Todoroki's without the cape. So, yeah, I'll have to look that up or something. But either way, this was a really fun chapter. Like I said, I'm super, super excited to get to see Class B and get to see their fights fleshed out, so I really hope we get to see the next 2 as well. I'm excited to see what Kinako can do, and then we still have Manga and Kendo waiting in the shadows somewhere. Also, you would have thought that to take down Kurowiro, couldn't Hagakure have just run in and used that Say Cheese move a bunch and just, like, use Flash, essentially. So, either way, we'll see what happens next up and what's going on with these mushrooms. So, either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my first thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Boku no Hero Academia, both manga and anime. We've got the penultimate episode of Season 3, and then we're going to have one more, and we're going to have to wait for the next season. But in the meantime, I'll still have the manga videos, and I'll make like a favorite characters video or favorite arcs video every once in a while. And then, of course, discuss the comments in the Haku Q&A when there's good topics to discuss. So, yeah, there is still going to be all of that for Boku no Hero Academia. Also follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there on stuff for the channel, or I can talk to you there. And if you want to talk to me or more of us about the series on Discord, the Discord server is free and open for anyone, so just ask and I'll give you a link if you want a link. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.